Greetings, beautiful family. Coming to you from these beautiful trees and the light. Let's open this transmission with some structured water. Because as you can hear in the background, I'm right here by the water. Yeah, and as within, so without. And you know that we are water. We've come out of water. Our body was built in the womb waters of our mother. It was also conditioned in her nervous system by the nervous system of our mother and our father. So going to our waters, the waters in our body, the water that we drink, and our nervous system, our energy, our frequency, is the most important thing we can do. So let me show you this water here this morning. There's this beautiful full lake, so full. We've had so much rain, and in water as in air, pollutants are often not visible. We might react to them with allergies, of sneezing, of not being able to breathe, and our body is very forgiving. Also, people just put allergies away, take some things for it, or just suffer, and this constant putting up with suffering instead of actually going to the root cause. Yeah, it's one of the programs that keeps humans distracted and trapped. So this lake looks all clear, and then have a look at this scum that is forming here before it flushes through to the other side. So let's imagine this is the water that is coming into our pre-filter to take all this gunk out, and you can see oils and pesticides and stuff falling down from the sky. They have found that, don't come so close to my face on the camera. So in the mountain lakes, there's not one single mountain lake that is not polluted, even though they look crystal clear, because of what is falling down from the sky. So to take care of our water, we need to, first of all, filter it properly, to take all the chemicals out, the forever chemicals, the PFAs. And yeah, let's assume this is what is happening here. And if we just filter, the water that comes out might look like that and sits in plastic bottles and is kind of dead. So let's go over to the other side. Let's imagine this water is ionized, and where the alkaline water and the acidic water is separated. So this water that is coming out of here is filtered and is structured and has the right pH balance to drink. So we have got living water freshly coming out. It's not sitting in plastic bottles. And then that fresh structured water is flowing into our body. A live water, living water. How different is that? And then we add some light of life to it. Some light of life and some earth energy. So PEMF and terahertz. And we are shifting our body into a very different frequency. And what happens then? What happens then when we have shifted our frequency to our cells functioning properly, to having the right water, which is like the right fuel for this vehicle, for this instrument that our body is? Then we start to function very differently. We start to function more optimally. Yeah, we have the signals that are sparking. The communication in our whole body is then possible, because we are biochemical electrical bodies. We have everything needs to work together. And our cells need to have the right charge, and we need to have the right water in our body so that the connective tissue can conduct the electricity and the frequency. And then we light up, and then our light body can come online, and then the being that we truly are, besides this body, the infinite love, the infinite light that we are, can then come fully online in our body. And then we are as soul in our body, and then we can function, and then we are in our soul's mission, which is soul embodied. And then we know, then we remember who we are, and then we shine and we resonate, and we recognize each other. We recognize each other by the light and the frequency we are, by the signals we emit. And we are finding each other. And that is not the old tribal way, where we saw each other while we were veiled, while we were blocked, while we were toxic and didn't have the signals right. When we thought others were our tribe, that was part of our healing, that was part of the finishing of the karmic contracts. They were often not on our fractal. And then that meant we didn't develop together. We were kind of using each other and utilizing each other to actually come home to ourselves. And when we are home within ourselves, not in another, then we can fully operate as a soul tribe on the same fractal. And that has then there's no feeling of, oh, this feels kind of wrong, this feels kind of yucky, oh, I feel controlled, I feel I have to fake myself, I feel I have to hold myself back. That does not happen when we are with others that are on our fractal. When we are with our true soul tribe, and when we are fully soul embodied, then we recognize each other, because we have recognized and realized ourselves. Then when we are with others, there's no doubt, there's no feeling of, oh, does this match? Oh, something doesn't feel right. I feel inhibited, I feel oppressed, I feel suppressed, I feel I have to hold. I said that before. And this repeating, that's what we used to do. The questioning in the loop, it was draining. It was draining. So for me, shifting my water, which was guided by Source and my guides, and they are all in my direct link with Source. Drink the return to origin water, drink the Kangen water, buy the machine. I had to work through my arrogance of my body can do it all itself, because I got the clear message. Through the machines you are meeting the right people that you need to meet. And through the machine is a tool that we need. I don't want to be a pre-filter for this crap and want to drink dead water. We are what we drink. We are where we are. We are what we eat. We are what we focus our energy on. So that was my clear guidance, which I followed. I stretched myself. I didn't just buy one machine, I got two. I changed our shower water, put in a Nespa in. I got the golden tablets, the Yukon. I don't feel at the moment I need them anymore. Because I have been then led to the frequencies of PEMF and terahertz, light of life, as you can see above me, and the earth, which I'm standing on, to recharge my cells. So I need way less of anything that I needed before, because my cells are charged up. That's food, that is That is sessions with anybody else. That is anything. That is supplements. I am just charged up by earth and the light of life and this beautiful water that I keep drinking. Yeah. And that I'm sharing. Whenever you come into my field, I share that with you. The frequencies and the water. Why? Because we are turning on, we are remembering, and in that field we are meeting each other. Because we all have gotten over the arrogance that our body can do it. Because we have quite an onslaught around us, yeah, of frequencies like EMF that disturb our communication, of toxic waters. And there's a beautiful film that is coming here to our area very soon, and you can watch that online as well. It's called Drowning in Sickness. Yeah, it matters. We would be drowning in sickness if we would be in water like that. Yeah, and there is so many plastics and pollutants found in the bodies, in the brains of humans, and in the waters, of course. Yeah, so if we have help with our detox, with turning our cells on, with recharging, then we are revitalizing. Then we are turning the clock back. Then we are deprogramming. The blocks come out. The old programs, the faulty ones, come out. And we become a whole new Homo luminous. Not human anymore, belonging to man, but Homo luminous. The light being our light embodied. Yeah. And when I turn this camera on, you know, this is not planned, and I was standing here this morning and feeling, oh, I don't feel like turning it on, but there's like, you need to. I need to speak and turn it on. And then when I turn it on and it flows, and I bring these important messages to you, and the light appears in my soul star chakra, then I know why. Then I know why. And I just also like to speak to distractions, because that's now what is, humans are not asleep anymore. So you might know lots of people who are awake, but they're distracted. They're distracted with all that is going on. They might be still distracted with the false fractals, with relationships that are not on the same fractal, that are draining, that are suppressing. Yeah? They might be distracted with what's going on in the world, and I can fall into that too still. I look at what is happening, you know, that is heartbreaking, to the Brumbies, what is happening to all the animals, what is happening. And yes, we need to open our hearts to that, and it can distract us. What I'm really passionate now about is bringing this water and these frequency devices to other humans while they're still in the human, to help them shift into Homo luminous. And sometimes they don't even know, yeah, because the cells are so off that they are in pain, which is very distracting, or not fully functioning. It's very distracting. I was there myself. Yeah, and then when we are not fully functioning, our hormones don't function fully, our body doesn't function them properly anymore, and then we are distracted. Yeah? So we need to go to that first. And then when beings shift into fully functioning, they actually often immediately shift into, oh my God, because this is so aligned, sharing this as well, without having to become a practitioner. This might be 70 or 80-year-old people that just share it with a few of their friends, and they suddenly have a new mission that is fulfilling, that is aligned, that is connecting us all. And they jump out of bed and they can't wait to share it with their friends and their community. I had a chat with a friend the other day, and he felt that I have been like a reborn Christian with the water and the frequency devices. And I had to laugh, because yes, that is kind of true. And of course there's some truth to it, and I could see that. And when I first discover something, because I am here not for me, I am here for us all, I get so excited. I used to be like that with Body Talk as well, that I want to share it with everybody, because everything I've been finding is always for everybody else, and for anybody else to learn or to have as well. That's why I then share passionately about it. That can feel pushy to some, that can feel as if I'm a reborn Christian pushing my religion onto someone. I am just passionate. And so, yeah, and then when I am embodying and really embodying what I have found and living it, then I'm still super passionate, but I can share a little bit gentler maybe about it, because, yeah. But I'm not gonna dim my light, because if I have to dim my light for you, you are not on my fractal. And bright lights, the sun doesn't dim herself down. There might be clouds coming in front of it, but the sun never dims herself down. And neither does a wildfire. Yeah? And the fire of our heart, the fire of my heart and my soul will never stop. And yeah, I'm just claiming that. And all I say here is just for you as well. I'm just a mirror of a mirror. And what I say is for the collective. If you feel you have to dim yourself for anyone, they are not on your fractal. Let them go. Speaking to myself, because I don't tell you what to do. You can absolutely do whatever you like to do. I'm just sharing here what works for me and what works for many others, and what, if you resonate, you can have for yourself too, and you can join. But this is not the old tribal mentality. This is not the old cult, yeah, where we felt ickiness and we had the red flags. It's pure. And when we have shifted our water and we are pure, and we've turned the lights on in our cells, then we can remember and we realize. So I drink to that, and you know where I am. You can get in touch. All of this you can have too. Very, very easily. So have a very, very beautiful day. More and more sinking into the body. Yeah, I shared yesterday with my dear friend the frequency devices, and she was saying, wow, afterwards, I have had so many healing sessions in my life, but with this one, and I kept kind of floating around, and after 20 minutes she felt, as I was walking her home, she was like, I feel so in my body. And we need to be in our body, because we are down here on this planet. Yes, we are multidimensional as well, and we are at many other places too, but we are down here on Earth, in our Earth instrument, our Earth vehicle, here to be fully in, fully here. And then we are changing. We are changing the frequencies on this planet from the inside out, together. And as I'm finishing, let me know what to you is 1 and 1. Let me know in the comments what that is to you. And if you comment, then I also know that you have watched to the very end, and I thank you for that. May you receive the deepest blessings from this, and feel free to share it with others, and have a really beautiful day. blessed be, and so much love, because we are love, and love is my religion, maybe yours too.